In this case, the C word may not be the nasty taboo word you may think. It's the other well-known word that people are afraid to hear. When I decided to write about this, I wasn't sure how to approach this topic or exactly what it was I wanted to say. For a writer, that can be a blessing and a curse. Sometimes then, what you think you want to write about comes out as something entirely different, and other words bubble up from within like an explosion needing to be released. Right before Christmas, I found out I have breast cancer. I'm going to be okay. It's the best type of bad news to receive because it's non-invasive. I'll have surgery, radiation, take some meds for a chunk of time. And yet it weighs heavy on my heart. In some ways, I'm nervous and scared. In other ways, I feel like I've just dodged a big ass-kicking bullet. There's a weight over me about what next, the unknown. I deal much better with facts. I try not to think about it, to not worry about what I can't control. But what if scenarios pop into my head, especially at night? My husband, family, and friends have been more than amazing. The love and support I've received is beyond words. It's overwhelming in a good way. Confronting a big heavy, though, is when shit gets real. Several people have been with me on this journey over the past few weeks. But overall, telling people hasn't been easy. Who knew how hard it'd be to tell someone you have breast cancer? It's awful. It's draining. You feel anxious and don't want to cause them pain. You also want to assure them it's going to be okay. I know it's going to be okay. I have to think that way. Still, it's distressing. It's also not even across the board how people react. There have been a few ugly cries. One friend sobbed and apologized for doing so. I said no, absolutely no apologies. It's a hard topic. It's a hard thing. It's just plain hard. So yes, this is about the C word, cancer. But as I wrote, I realized it's also so very much more than that. It's about the sisterhood. When shit gets real, these fierce females have been by my side to help me get through. This larger-than-life circle of women near and far. They're carrying me with their invisible nets of love and support, and for this I'm forever grateful. This type of support is everything I talk about, all of the time. This big heavy is the real. It's not the pretty stuff. It's not the things you post pictures of on social media. It's real life, and sometimes it's damn hard. It's vulnerability and holding space for being scared, and sharing things you know will remain a trusted secret, and talking through the what ifs and saying, we'll get through this together. It's calling someone late at night knowing they'll pick up the phone to talk. It's when you have a doctor appointment and someone tells you, I've got your carpool covered. It's the extensive, ongoing offer of, I'm here for you for whatever you need. All I can say always is, women need each other to lean on. I'm not sharing my story for sympathy, not at all. I'm sharing to highlight the power of the female sisterhood and the importance of getting yearly checkups. If you're overdue for your mammogram, schedule it today. Mine was a routine appointment, or so I thought. It had been exactly 1 year since my previous one. However, this tumor was something I'd never have caught on my own. In the meantime, I'm capturing everything so I'll accurately remember it, so that my daughter will know, as she's now in a higher statistic rate for having it herself, so I don't forget, which I tend to do, so that I can share it with others who are on this same path of what it feels like, the true reality of it, and how to deal with it, so that I can offer support and be part of somebody else's sisterhood when they experience a big heavy. In this update, I focused on women because it's the type of work I do. I'd be remiss to not also share that I have some amazing male family members and friends that have been beyond supportive. I so very much appreciate them too. So for now, I'm giving myself grace and space to focus on my health and to heal. And when I feel inspired, you'll be hearing from me. You already are. It's time to be.